Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and it's time to change your settings immediately here in Season 3 of Call of Duty Vanguard. I have the absolute best settings that you guys should run if you guys are truly trying to improve your aim, accuracy, as well as gun skill. I also have gameplay in this video to back up the settings that I'm running, because I know a lot of people like to question, are these the settings that I'm using in game? I got a double V2 rocket, that is 2 nukes in one game using these settings, so they 110% work. So with all being said, the like goal on this video has to be 350 likes. If we get 350 likes in under 24 hours, that'd be absolutely incredible. Let me know down in the comment section right now, what are your current sensitivity settings you guys are running here in Vanguard? And obviously, huge shout out to the Vacation Squad. If you guys want to shout out, you know what to do. Comment Noti Gang down in the comment section below. If you guys do enjoy this gameplay, if you guys do, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and let's go ahead and break down these settings. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I play with an Xbox Elite controller on PC. This is going to be, my opinion, the absolute best controller on the market if you guys are looking for something that has paddles on the back. These controllers are durable, they last a long time, and they're not going to die on you after 3 months of use. I've used the same Xbox Elite controller for over 2 years, and I'm going to go ahead and stand by them 110%. As you guys can also see here, my horizontal and my vertical stick sensitivity are going to be set to 3. I am personally a huge advocate on running a low sensitivity on boots on the ground Call of Duties, especially Call of Duties like Vanguard, where the time to kill is incredibly fast. So you're going to have to place your shots accurately so you guys can get a fast time to kill, and you're not going to be constantly getting outgunned. Now, you can still turn on players with a 3-3 sensitivity. All of my gameplays that you guys have seen on the channel are on a 3-3 sensitivity, and I'm turning on players. I'm able to maneuver the map efficiently, and it's all done running the sensitivity setting. Now, as you guys can also see here, we're going to go over to the custom sensitivity per zoom. I have this set to 0.7. This is going to be lower than standard. The standard is going to be on 1. 0.7 is going to allow you to have less stick play, so you guys can place your shots accurately at longer ranges. That's where I feel like a lot of players in Call of Duty are going to be falling short. Anybody can take somebody out at point blank, but it's that long range gunfight and those engagements that are going to separate a decent Call of Duty player from an above average COD player. So having everything set to 0.7 is to make everything easier at longer ranges, but still maintaining the capabilities of taking people out at close range. So make sure you guys go ahead and slap this on your settings, man. Less stick play in your right thumbstick, so you can go ahead and outgun players a lot easier at longer ranges. Now, for my button layout, I play on tactical. This can work no matter if you guys are playing on a standard Xbox, a standard PlayStation, or an Xbox Elite controller. It does not matter. Tactical is going to be the absolute best button layout to run in Call of Duty Vanguard, because we're going to remap our crouch and our prone button to pressing down on the right thumbstick, so you guys can get in and out of cover a lot quicker, and in turn stay alive longer, win more gunfights, and drop those V2s. Again, it does not matter what type of controller you have. Tactical button layout is going to be the best layout to run here in Call of Duty. Now, you guys can also see here, everything else is going to be pretty much standard. My controller vibration is turned off. I personally like to have my controller vibration shut off. It's one of those settings that you're either going to turn off and never turn back on, or turn it off and end up liking it and keeping the vibration on. Personally, I find that the vibration kind of messes up my aim and accuracy at longer ranges, so I'm turning it off. I actually removed the rumbles in my controller, so it's a little bit lighter than stock, so definitely go ahead and give this a try. Honestly, I think 99% of players have vibration turned off. It's just something that's unnecessary, and with an arcade, you know, fun shooter, we don't need the controller vibration. Now, again, everything else is going to be pretty much the same. I have these standard, you know, sensitivity settings. Nothing else has been changed. You guys can literally mimic these settings no matter what controller you're playing on, no matter what sensitivity setting you guys are playing on. It is not going to matter. Now, as you guys can see here, under the gameplay settings, I've not made that many changes. Honestly, these are good out the box. Obviously, I have target aim assist turned on. The only thing I went ahead and changed under this category is I have automatic tactical sprint turned on, so I can move around the map a lot faster. But again, everything else is going to be the same. These settings are great by default, so you're not going to have to mess with any of this. Now, we are going to go over to the audio settings, because these are equally as important as the controller settings here in Vanguard. My master volume is turned to 100. The music volume, I have it turned down to 50%, but everything else I have maxed out. I want to go ahead and be able to hear everything that's going on in game. Now, hit marker sound effects, I have this as Vanguard. You guys can put this whatever you want. Personally, I like the Vanguard hit markers, so I have that set to that. But you guys can see here, from my audio mix, I have on home theater. This is going to be incredibly good to have this under home theater if you have an headset. Now, I have an Astro A40TR headset, so I'm gonna be able to hear footsteps, pinpoint gunfire, and overall moving the map a lot easier and make sure that I'm in the best position possible. If you guys have any type of headset, honestly, home theater is going to be the best option. But if you guys do not have a headset for whatever reason, you guys can go ahead and keep this on home theater too, because it's overall going to be the best audio setting on this game. I don't care what anybody says. Now, again, everything else is going to be pretty much default. I've not went ahead and messed with any of this. These settings are going to be specifically tied to whatever type of audio system you have. But again, all these are going to be by default. Now, we're going to go over to the graphics setting, which again are equally as important. Now, I play on full screen borderless. I have an Asus TUF gaming monitor, 144 hertz. So I'm going to have that maxed out so I can have the best picture quality. If you guys are not playing with a monitor, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and investing in one. I invested in a monitor back in Cold War. That was the first Call of Duty game that I actually played on a proper monitor, and it made a huge difference. Now, as far as quality settings, you guys can see here, my resolution is going to be on 100, but again, this is all going to be set on whatever your PC can handle and what you're doing with your PC. Obviously, with recording content, streaming content, I'm gonna have some of my settings turned down a little bit, but for the most part, it's gonna be personal preference on what you need your PC or console to run. Now, as far as gameplay settings going, I have a 120 field of view, and I'm playing on the affected ADS field of view. Overall, in my personal opinion, the best field of view and ADS field of view to run, because it's gonna allow you to have less visual recoil and make it seem like your guns have less recoil or no recoil in game. A lot of people like to consider this cheating. A lot of people like to say a lot of PC players have aimbot or whatever. It's literally the 120 FOV with the affected ADS field of view. If you guys are not playing on affected, I don't know what you guys are doing. 99% of the time, people that say you have aimbot or you have no recoil are playing on like 90 FOV on independent. Change that to affected, playing 120. You're gonna see a drastic improvement in your aim, accuracy, and gun skill at longer ranges. And if you guys don't, you have to go ahead and bump down sensitivity, because that's probably a huge issue in your whole setup. But again, everything else is gonna be pretty much the same. I have on world motion blur, weapon motion blur, all this turned off. Definitely do not have this on. It's gonna make your game feel completely like trash, and overall just gonna shake up your screen unnecessarily, and you're probably actually gonna win a lot, or I should say lose a lot more gunfights with these enabled. So make sure you guys turn them off. It's going to make a huge difference in your gameplay. But again, these are going to be the best settings you guys should definitely run here in Vanguard Season 3. I'm going to literally preach this every single time that I make a settings video. Turn down your settings if you guys are struggling with your aim, accuracy, and gun skill, especially at longer ranges. 99% of the time, when people are saying that they cannot control their weapons recoil, they are struggling at long range engagements, is because their sensitivity is turned all the way up unnecessarily. Bump that down. If you guys are planning on a 7, bump it down to a 5. If you're still struggling, bump it down to a 3. You can still turn on players with 3D sensitivity. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be the best settings to run if you guys are really trying to improve in Call of Duty. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, and let's get right to the double V2 Rocket gameplay. We can do. Gotta make something happen, because not every day you get Dome 7v7 the way these playlists are working out recently. You barely get like the maps you're trying to get, so. Oh. My audio is currently bugging. You thought, brother. Nope, not today. Woo.
Hardpoint's under fire.
I figure out exactly where these guys are coming from. Local?
Allies in contact.
Really?
We took the advantage.
Pops are out to play.
Get out my way, teammate. I'm like, yo, I gotta go.
Triple kill. We're down, but not out. Hardpoint confirmed. Hardpoint activated. Double kill.
Jesus. There's a bunch underneath.
Keep it up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Double kill.
It got ended. Whew.
Hardpoint activated. Hardpoint out.
Woo.
Throwing a sticky bomb. Came back with this.
There's a guy back here still, I think.
The enemy is taking the hardpoint.
I know this kid I'm outgunning is legit. Okay, game? Oh my god! I'm literally.
Hardpoint confirmed.
Oh my god!
Activated. Hardpoint is out.
Need a counter recon base. Head down.
Attack dogs ready for action.
Get him, girls.
Our attack dogs are on the move. Glide bomber assist coming in. Fury kill. Lost the hardpoint.
Did I teach them that?
Enemy has the hardpoint. Local informant have a report. Fury kill.
Local.
Got eyes on all of the crowd.
Friendly's got local informants on this side.
Jesus.
Fall for me. Supply box in
Hard
enemy
point
spot out of
confirmed.
time for rest. What?
Okay, they're all. Uh-oh.
Enemy has the hardpoint.
You can tell they're getting upset. Angela Foster getting brought out.
Throwing a sticky bomb.
Contact at the hardpoint.
It's underneath me. Not 20. I believe this goes to 200. Yeah, it does.
Got him on their heels. Hardpoint confirmed.
Alright, we're gonna have to make a
Enemy
play.
has the hardpoint. Hardpoint is active. Double kill. The enemy is taking the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours.
Alright, we got it. Got the double. Let's go, baby.
Recon aloft. We got eyes.
Go, baby. 2 nukes, 1 game. Let's go.
Triple kill.
85 kills.